Welcome back to the shop. Hey, today I'm going to throw out another video on chainsaws. I recently came across a guy who had some saws laying in his shop. They've been taking up room and all of them are non-working according to him. And he just wanted to offload them and get them out so he could get some other things in. So I ran over to take a look at him, see if it was even anything that I wanted to take on. And after looking at the chainsaws, I said, yeah, I'll take them off your hands. So anyway, I loaded them in the truck, brought them home, and here they sit. I'm going to run you through each one of them, tell you a little bit about what's going on with them, at least for what I can see this far, and see if we can get them fixed and get them back in the wood. Let's get at it. All right, so first up on the bench, I've got this McCulloch. It's a Super Pro 40. And funny thing about this saw, I've got some history, not with this particular saw, but this model of saw. This was a saw I basically grew up with. My dad had this saw, and I used it to cut wood for him. And I also dirt biked back then. I had an RM125, and I rode a lot in the woods. So whenever there were down trees, I would pack this with me and go back there and take care of business. So other than that, I don't know a whole lot about this saw, so I'm excited to see if I can get this thing up and running. When I got it, obviously it didn't look like this. I've cleaned it up. You couldn't see any yellow basically on this saw, but from what I understand, these are kind of a glorified mini Mac that's got a different case on it. If any of you out there have any information on this Pro 40, let me know, but that's kind of my take from what I've read. That it's just better looking. I don't even know if it's better looking. It's more squared. But it is kind of a glorified mini Mac. So original bar and chain. It's a 16-inch bar, tiny bar, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's in decent shape. The chain brake did not come attached, so I got to figure that out too. But all in all, it's in decent shape. I know my dad's had a little oiler. It was a rod that would come on this side and you would push it and it would go over to the other side and it would hit. Here's your oiler right here. Well, I'm pointing to the wrong thing. Your oiler is right up here. So that rod would hit the oiler here and it would come around on the back side and then you would hit it with your finger over here. I know that probably doesn't make any sense to y'all, but anyway, I got to figure that out too. Next saw, this is a Homelite XL-12. This is an early model XL-12. And the way I tell on these anyway is the muffler. And I even hesitate calling it a muffler. It's not really a muffler, it's a cover. That's basically it. These things are so loud. And I love it. I'm not complaining. I love it. But the thing's in pretty good shape as I hit my steel. Cover's in good shape. I've cleaned this thing up. I've actually gone through this saw. I should have videotaped it, but this thing was locked up. You couldn't even pull it. And I pulled the cover off, got down to the magneto, and what had happened, there's 4 bolts on the main housing behind the magneto, and one of the bolts had backed out and lodged itself underneath the magneto, and you couldn't even pull this out. The recoil was messed too. I had to put a new starter rope on it, and then I had to rewind the entire recoil spring in there, which if you've ever done that, that's always fun. Anyway, I've got this thing, like I said, all cleaned up. Comes with the original bar, and I'm assuming that's the original chain. It's got a nice set of dogs on it. It's in pretty good shape. I believe these were made late 60s, maybe early 70s, but man, I'm excited to show you guys this saw. I actually got this thing to pop off yesterday, but it was late. I didn't really have time to adjust it, so tail end of this video, I'm gonna take it out and see if I can get it pop off for you. Anyway, next one is its brother, same exact saw, same exact vintage. This one, obviously, I haven't cleaned up yet. Somebody's tried to spray paint this handle, or did spray paint the handle. You can see the overspray. which is no big deal. It looks like it's in great shape, but I did take the muffler off, and the piston is heavily scored, so I'm assuming the cylinder is as well. But this one's going to take some work, and I haven't even tried to pop this off yet, but I'm going to probably have to do new pistons, or a new piston and cylinder on this one, I would bet. But it did come with a nice little old school Homelite with the leather strings that you would tie around there. So the old scabbard, kind of cool. So we'll see what we can do with that one. You know, that could be a bigger project, but I'm always up for bigger projects. I mean, the thing's in pretty good shape. The only thing that I saw on it is on the back side. The cover's cracked right here. Obviously something was dropped on it, or it was dropped, but that's not that big a deal. I can just put some JB weld inside to reinforce it. But anyway, another XL-12. Happy to have it. This next saw I'm real excited about, I think. This is a Homelite 360. I've never run one of these saws. I've seen people run them before, but obviously no bar, no chain. I just got the power head from the guy, but it is locked up. Nothing doing. So I don't know if it's vapor locked. I don't know if it's seized. I have no idea. I have not pulled out the muffler on this one yet to see what's going on, but I mean, as far as the saw goes, this thing's in pretty good shape, really. I mean, it always gets beat on this side. All saws do, but I mean, it's in good shape. So I'm hoping that maybe it's just a recoil starter issue and it's not locked up. I'll keep you guys posted on that one, but that should be a fun little saw if I can get it up and running. This last one is a McCulloch, and I seem to run into these things all over the place. I don't know if this one's running or not, but it is a McCulloch Mac 140, and it's basically, it's a mini Mac with another name. Let me get it out here, pull the scabbard off. It is got the original bar on it, obviously, and chain. It's a 14-inch bar. Nice little dogs, though. I did notice on this one, somebody's JB welded this backside, so it's been dropped, I'm sure. I mean, doesn't look too bad, though. I don't really care about that. I care more if it's running, not how it looks. But this has got one of those automatic oilers. I do detest these things highly because, yeah, all your bar oil comes flying through there. And anyway, we'll see if we can figure that out. See if I can get something to cover that. I don't know. If you guys know any way to cover that or any part that I can put in there, please post it down in the comments section, because those things irritate me. But we'll see if we can get this one running. I did pull it over. It's hard to pull, but again, this could be a starter issue. I have a feeling this guy bought all of these at auction, and he kept the ones that ran and then shoveled the ones that didn't off to me, which I'm fine with. Like I said, I like all these projects. But anyway, again, that's the McCulloch Mac 140. Let's see if we can get that bad boy up and running. The Homelite 360, like I said, excited about that one. That's Mr. Piston and Cylinder, I would imagine. This one I'm going to go pop off for you here in a second, and really excited about that one. And then the my other McCulloch Super Pro 40. Again, shoot me some comments down in the comments section about this one if you know anything. I'll probably do a little bit more research. So let's head to the backyard and see if we can get this good old boy to pop off. Welcome to my backyard wood pile. See if we can get this thing to pop off here in 1 or 2 pulls. runs. Sounds pretty good too. She's loud, really loud. I'm gonna have to adjust the carb a little bit, but from where she was to where she is now, it was night and day. So hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you on the next one.